Another live. I don't know what Facebook episode is this, but I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all who feel like the world owe y'all something out there, when the world owe you nothing. Guess what you gotta do? Every day you get up, get out of that bed, the first thing on your mind should be saying to yourself, I'ma prove myself that I ain't no slouch. You got to prove yourself out here, y'all. And that's on every angle. It coincides with every new level is a new devil. And I don't even believe in the devil. I just believe in humanity. I believe in what's innately. I believe in people, the behaviors of nature. That's what I believe. So if somebody do anything that's wrong, something wrong, or that's just a human nature. That's just something that's a part of the creation of life. Not to merge, let me stick back to the topic. You got to prove yourself, y'all. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Nobody have to say yes when you ask them for something. You know what I'm saying? You got to work hard just like the next man. It's to the point I ain't gonna call them bums. I don't even give people that's asking for change outside of the Wawas or in the middle of the street. I don't give change no more. I used to find myself giving change to people asking for it, thinking that it was something that was going to really come back to me, or something I was going to get, triple times what I'm putting out. However, I see things more different and clear. I look at it like they need to work just as hard as I work. If I'm getting up every morning, busting my behind, why should I be giving them money when they ask me? You got to prove yourself, just like I'm proving myself. You got to be smart. You got to be intelligent. You got to be able to speak fast, have rebuttals. You got to be able to respond fast. You got to be able to think clear, think quick. Because people, the world, will challenge you. The world will challenge you. Go ahead. The world will challenge you. It could be in a bad way. It could be in a good way. But you got to prove and show who you are every day you step out of that house. If you plan on growing in this life, if you plan on getting to the next level, you got to show who are already on that next level that you are worthy of staying there once you get there. Yeah. You got to show them that you belong a part of that next level with them. Ain't nobody gonna, be nice. I mean, they supposed to, but it could be rough, and they don't need nobody poking holes in the ship. Every team player needs to be strong. Every team player deserves to be strong. Every rock hold up the building. Every brick hold up the building. A weak brick can make the whole building fall. You got to be a strong brick in the mix of that building. Shout out to everybody who coming up. Shout out to everybody who coming in and who gonna watch this, who gonna tune in. Much love to all my people. This is a real message today, man. We got leaves falling on the ground, but guess what's gonna happen? Once the trees is empty, it's gonna be back up there. The leaves gonna be off the ground. I mean, they took their falls and they found their way to get back up. So you got to prove that you are a workaholic. You got to prove that your mind is clear, that you're thinking clear, that you're sharp. It don't have nothing to do with rather if you smoke or if you drink. I mean, that helps a lot when you don't do those things, but it don't have anything to do with that. You specifically, you as an individual, have to be a clear individual. You specifically. Just like when you in the streets. If you're in the streets and you want to play the street game and you want to be a drug dealer or you got to prove that, number one, You thorough like that to even do business. You know how to communicate. You know how to, you know how to control your circumstances, your world. You got to prove that you are boss worthy. You know how to, do math and break down ounces and deal with quarters and pounds. And, you got to be able to you got to prove that you know the work. What's cutting, what's not, what's raw. If not, they're going to get over on you. An extra ounce. So, if you're going to be in a room full of vultures and there's bullies in there, you got to prove that you ain't sweet and you know how to fight. You're going to have to prove that you know how to rumble. Just like in the projects growing up, many of us had to prove that we knew how to rumble, that we wasn't sweet. There wasn't no back and forth talk. We'll steal you. We proved that we were still a ninja. You know what I'm saying? And now when it comes to a different level of raising families and children, you got to prove that you can be a man to get up and go out and support your family and provide the right way, because it's a different lifestyle. It's another level of survival. You're going to have to prove that you have emotional intelligence. Yeah. It ain't about, my man talking about now. You can't do that in this real world when you're grown and you're raising your family and you got mortgages and rent to pay and bills to pay and you got children looking up to you and waiting for you to come home. And, you can't do that. You can't say, who do you think you talk? Bam, and just steal somebody. You can't do that. Yeah. They going to George Zimmerman you. You're going to get George Zimmerman if you think that's going to work in the real world, because it's going to be the most weakest person you think that you can beat up. Going to take you out of here. Instead of using your emotional intelligence. And if you hear the wrong words come in your direction, you know how to even talk or know how to just walk. Or even smell it from a mile before it even start to take its place. Meaning trouble. Meaning trouble. Before it take its place, you already know how to get out of there because you smelt it from a mile. But you're going to have to prove that you are sharp enough to be able to escape the odds. And I mean proof in the way of, if I had to be in the streets, there's no way I'm just going to have to be in the streets selling drugs or robbing. I'm going to have to lay the murder game down if I'm playing these streets. That's why I can't play in these streets. It's no way I'm going to become a drug dealer and think everything going to be all cool. Because eventually, if I'm, number one, I got to be a boss. Because I'm the type of person, I'm going to cook it up. I'm going to learn how to cook. I'm going to learn how to cut it. I'm going to learn how to do all of that. And then I'm going to put them out there to do that for me. And I already know that it's liable to go left. And the minute it go left, I'm going to have to prove that I ain't sweet and I can lay the murder game down. And I'm going to have to get them out of here because I know that's what they going to plan on doing me. So there's no way I could be in that streets. Because also I know the feds are smarter than me. They literally go to school to educate themselves about guys who's trying to prove themselves to be a part of the streets. So now you got to move to the next level. If you're following me, if y'all following me, I'm letting you know in this world you're going to have to prove yourself whatever decision you make, just in case I'm losing you. So if you're just now coming in and looking at the video and like, what is he talking about? I'm talking about every new level is a new shovel that you're going to have to dig. Yep. And you're going to have to create, build, and work hard, and get out there and fight, not physically, I'm not talking about fight physically. I'm not talking about fight physically. I'm talking about fighting mentally, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Fight mentally. Be on point. Be sharp. If you trying to get to another level. That's if you trying to get to another level. If you're not trying to get to another level, or if you haven't got to another level, I'm just speaking for the people who's not trying to get to another level. This ain't for them. For the people that's not trying to get to another level, this ain't for you. I'm speaking for the people that's trying to get to another level, that's trying to do something better with their lives, that's trying to elevate, that's trying to become significant and respect their own standards and take a look at themselves in the mirror. Michael Jackson, make a change. Those are the people who I'm talking to. And I say to you, my beautiful people, you're going to have to lift the ground beneath your feet, partner. Put the wind behind your back and go out the blaze if you got to. Otherwise, you ain't shit. Yeah. So prove yourself, people. Get up out of that bed in the morning. Get up early. Drink your coffee. Black coffee, no cream, no sugar. Get up out of that bed. Make something happen. Put yourself around some very important people. Be respectful. Be on point. Be clean. Smell good. Be fresh. And you already proved at a level 1 that you love yourself, that you take care of yourself, that you come correct, you come clean, you come neat, you dressed appropriate, you look appropriate, you ain't all off balance. You proved on a level 1 aspect. Now level 2 is showing them where your mind is at. That's level 2. Level 2 is proving where your mind is at. The business that's being presented to you, can you do it and do it the right way? And we are human. There's going to be human error. None of us is not perfect. I mean, you're going to make mistakes and not do everything. You're not a robot. You're not going to do everything in a perspective, that you may want to. You're going to go off the edge a little bit when it comes to things, but when you're trying to make it, you prove that you're working hard at whatever you're trying to do. And wherever you failed at, you tighten up that edge by taking accountability and saying to yourself, this is what I need to fix. When I took my CDL, right? And then when I fell the first time, when I was taking my CDL, I took accountability and said, you know what? I need to go back in the lab, open that book, and read word for word in between the lines. I need to read again and tighten up my skills and focus. And that's what I did. I took accountability. I said to myself, I need to work harder. I need to read harder. And that's what I did. I took my CDL for backup because I don't even care to drive buses. I don't even care to drive buses or trucks or any of that. I don't care to do it. I did it just because. Actually, what motivated me was my daughter took her license test. When I took her to take her license, she got her Class C permit. I said, you know what? I need to come back here and elevate my standards on proving to myself that I can get my CDL, my permit, my Class B, because I wasn't getting my Class A because I don't care about going state to state. I don't care about going state to state automatically. And I truly don't even really care about the buses. I don't. But just in case, I might want to ride and be a tourist and ride tourists around in my city and provide a service for the city by taking people to their destinations to help themselves provide for their families. I'm all for that. I'm all for providing that service. So, yeah, man. I said to myself, I'm going to prove myself that I can do better and do more. And I'm still doing it. I'm still in this time of elevating and wanting to and do more. And I'm thinking about what more could I do? I got different things that I'm trying to put together that I'm not going to even put out there. I'm just going to make it happen, because even when I put it together, I'm not going to let anybody know it's my business anyway, because sometimes when you're a black man, they don't want to support you because you're black, because it's you. So now you got to, as a brother, you got to put a business out there and don't even let them know you own it. You can't even be the face of it. You got to hire other people you got to pay other people to advertise for you. That's how you do it. That's how you handle business the proper way. Pay other people, pay a beautiful woman to be in front of your business and let them advertise it. You pay them. It's called business. Just like if you're a rapper, if you're in a rap game, prove that you're a businessman in a rap game. You got to pay people to do a job for you. I learned this late in the game, before I even quit doing music. I learned this late in the game. You know? So, yes, I'm gonna let y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I just wanted to give some great insight on a way y'all can look at things and understand that it's not personal, man. You just have to prove yourself, because there's so much competition out here. And like I say always in every video, if you watch me, you want to be one of them. You want to be one of the competitions. You want to be the person that they look at and say, yes, he's worthy of being up here with us. He's worthy of handling business with us and holding it down, and he's a great asset. You know, he's a great businessman. He's a great distributor. He's a you know, y'all get it. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. I say that to say, have a beautiful Wednesday, y'all. Scar to 6ix9ine, I see you, brother. Love you, brother. We had a great time for your party, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I say that to say, you know, y'all have a phenomenal Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody trick you out of position and get you arguing with them and, you know, going back and forth. And you gotta move through, know how to maneuver through the room full of vultures. Show them how to move through the room full of vultures. That's how you do it. Don't go back and forth with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to keep it moving. And move in silence. All right? Peace and love, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all week. Be safe out there. Drive careful. Do everything in moderation. And I'm gone. Your boy.